The porch light flickers as the night rolls in. Your old truck's parked where it's always been. I sit with a coffee that's gone cold and black, thinking about all the things we never said back. There was a time when your eyes met mine, but lately words just run out of time. Rooms filled up with silence, not a sound, like footprints fading on thinning ground. But through those quiet cracks that grew between, we found a way to keep our story green. Not with big talks and fancy plans, just holding tight with open hands. We survived the silence, walked through the cracks, found our way back when the light went black. No need for thunder, no need for fight, just a steady heartbeat in the long, long, long night. Your old cap hangs from the back of the door. Some things have changed, others more, but underneath the quiet I still feel the warmth in your smile, the way you heal. It wasn't easy, this road we took, learning to read the lines we mistook in places where words seem far away. We found the strength to choose to stay. We survived the silence, walked through the cracks, found our way back when the light went black. No need for thunder, no need for fight, just a steady heartbeat in the long, long Between the walls, there's a story told, not by shouting, but the quiet bold. Sometimes love's just a gentle hand, guiding us back to where we stand. We survived the silence, walked through the cracks, found our way back when the light went black. No need for thunder, no need for fight, just a steady heartbeat in the long, long night. So here's to the space where words fell through, between the cracks I found you. Porch light flickers soft as night settles in. Old boots tapping rhythms on the weathered wooden skin. We stood side by side where the river fed and slowed. Silent words tangled in the glow of street lamps. Your eyes told a tale I didn't want to hear. Love had packed its bags but never left from here. The sky's a canvas where our stories unfold. Every star a reminder of moments untold. tune. Echoes of laughter lost to the light of the moon. You close the distance with a hesitant smile. Love refused to leave, stayed for a while. The sky's a canvas where our stories unfold. Every star a reminder of moments untold. Underneath this shared skyline, we're still tied. Two hearts caught in the same county line. Though love tried to turn and run away, it lingered like the dawn on a chilly day. Maybe love's not ready to say goodbye. In the quiet spaces where dreams still lie, we hold on tight, though the world moves fast. A stubborn flame that's meant to last. Underneath this shared skyline, we're still tied. Two hearts caught in the same county line. Though love tried to turn and run away, it lingered like the dawn on a chilly day. So here we are, where the stars still gleam, holding on to love like a worn-out dream. The porch light flickers on a settled night. Your suitcase rests by the door, heavy with might. Silence fills the cracks where laughter used to play, caught between the words we don't say. You trace the lines of pictures on the mantelpiece, memories folding in like autumn's quiet leaves. We built a home from promises and dreams so thin. Now it feels like a battle we just can't win. We hold the space where hugs once stayed, not quite goodbye nor here to stay. I reach for you but find the cold instead. Where did the love go that once we said? Edges of us, worn and frayed between the words left unsaid and the plans that fade. If we don't let go, we'll break in two, caught in the silence between me and you. The coffee cup's been sitting there since morning light. Your footsteps echo down the hall, out of sight. I trace the dust on windows as the daylight slows, wondering how we got stuck between friends and lost souls. We tiptoe past the moments we can't reclaim, trying to hold on, but who's to blame? The love's still here, but it's hard to show when the space as the night pulls close. Between goodbye and forever, we find what matters most. Trace the lines from yesterday. Every mile of memories play. Maps sink deep in broken skin. Led me right where you begin. Busted knuckles on the river rocks. Long nights spent with heavy talks. Each scar a story, a lesson brand new. Lessons I learned that led me to you. For every cut and bruise I wore, I found a path reborn. No turning back from what I've been, because it all led me to you. Against the world we stand so strong, carved from trials where we belong. Every mark, every fight we've been through made a road that brought me to you. Late nights by the fire's glow, stories told of highs and lows. Pain painted on my weathered hands, building bridges none could understand. I wear these signs like battle calls. One step forward, no more falls. A winding road, but one thing's true. It brought me here, it brought me to you. Against the world we stand so strong, carved from trials where we belong. Every mark, every fight we've been through made a road that brought me to you. Sometimes pain is just a guide. When you're lost, it's by your side. And these scars, they tell the truth. They wrote the story of me and you. Against the world we stand so strong, carved from trials where we belong. Every mark, every fight we've been through made a road that brought me to you. Maps sink deep in broken skin, led me right where you begin. Didn't say a thing that night, just settled in the quiet air. The world outside kept running fast, but we found time to stay right there. The old porch light flickered soft, painting age upon your face. No need for words to fill the space, just slow heartbeats keeping pace. Coffee cups on wooden rails, steam drifting in chilly breeze. That night was softer than a lullaby, a moment begging quietly. No promises, no plans, just knowing somehow where we stand. In the hush where nothing's planned, but everything feels grand. The night we stayed in the quiet, it spoke louder than the dawn. With every glance and every sigh, a tender melody was drawn. No firework lights, no shouting skies, just two souls leaning close. The peace we found in stillness made us need each other most. Your hand found mine in the dark, a simple touch, no grand affair. By candlelight the silence sang, filling up the empty air. The river hummed a distant tune, crickets played a soft refrain. The night wrapped us up gentle, a shelter from the pouring rain. No words to rush this calm, no need to break the charm, just breathing in the warmth where neither one felt harm. The night we stayed in the quiet, it spoke louder than the dawn. With every glance and every sigh, a tender melody was drawn. No firework lights, no shouting skies, just two souls leaning close. The peace we found in stillness made us need each other most. Maybe it's not loud or bright, but the silence feels so right. Moments like this, so rare, a story told without a glare. The night we stayed in the quiet, it spoke louder than the dawn. With every glance and every sigh, a tender melody was drawn. No firework lights, no shouting skies, just two souls leaning close. The peace we found in stillness made us need each other most. So here we are, just you and me, in the stillness where we're free. The night stays soft and hearts stay true. In the quiet, just us two. Dust on the dashboard, maps folded in the glove, worn out boots on the floor where the stories all began. The old dirt road still holds the shape of our first fight, and the farmhouse porch knows the weight of every night. We weren't strangers to the heat of burning suns, or morning spent picking peas before anyone was up. You laugh through the tears, say love's a crooked game, but still we held on strong, never wanted to play it tame. Even in the storms that broke the sky apart, there was a fire glowing steady in our Remember that one summer, windows cracked at night, crickets telling secrets, and the stars burning bright. Your hand in mine, rough from the work and the land, finding something sacred in the dust and the sand. When the roads got rough beneath our weary feet, we carried on with a stubborn kind of beat. No, we were never easy, never carved from stone, but in the tangled roots of days, love found a home. Through the fields we walked, where the wild grass lives, a place that's hard to leave, where love still lives. Years roll like a river, wide and slow. Some days we're lost, some days we grow. But the memories hold tight like the kind of love you know. It's rough, it's real, it's ours to show. No, we were never easy, never carved from stone, but in the tangled roots of days, love found a home. Through the fields we walked, where the wild grass lives, a place that's hard to leave, where love still lives. So here's to the paths, the fights, the giving in, to the lasting kind of love that's learned to begin again. The city lights were flickering low, neon faces lost their glow. Familiar streets were rearranged, and no one knew just what remained. We stood by the old town diner's sign, coffee cold and hands entwined. The world around us split and flared, but in that moment I was prepared, because the noise tried to pull us apart. A storm crackling close to the heart, but in the chaos threw us away. I found the ground where I could stay, holding on with quiet strength when the night broke down the fence, finding light through the confusion's maze, staying true when everything changed. No thunder loud enough to drown the steady beat that keeps us sound. In all the noise I hear your name, we're holding on, though everything changed. Yesterday's plans in scattered pieces, words unsaid like frozen breezes, but your laugh cut through the static hum, a steady tune when the world was undone. The streets rearranged, faces rearranged, but in your eyes, nothing hands won't rot from holding tight. We light the dark, we own the night. Holding on with quiet strength when the night broke down the fence. Finding light through the confusion's maze. Staying true when everything changed. No thunder loud enough to drown the steady beat that keeps us sound. In all the noise I hear your name. We're holding on, though everything changed. Holding on through every change. We keep holding on. The night was worn and wild, boots scuffed on dusty ground. Every mile I walked, your name was the only sound. Started out with a worn out map, chasing down the light. nights alive with distant hums, a melody that softly drums. Every tune I seem to find spells out the name you left behind. Walking down these empty streets, where every corner's got you beat, a jukebox plays that song again. It's calling out my heart's own pen, and I can't turn away from all these words that say, like a stamp upon a letter, you're written in my weather. I hear your name in every song tonight, carried on the breeze, lit up by neon lights, like the chorus to a story that I can't rewrite. I find your name in every song tonight. Coffee stains on worn out pages, where your laughter fills the spaces. Every stranger's humming what I know too well, a soundtrack spun from a wishing well. It's playing on, it won't let go, these tunes that set the undertow, tracing lines from me to you, and every note I'm passing through. I hear your name in every song tonight, carried on the breeze, lit up by neon lights, like the chorus to a story that I can't rewrite. I find your name in every song tonight. No matter where this road may bend, your voice remains my closest friend. Ink to paper, strings to voice, your name's the reason my silent choice. I hear your name in every song tonight, carried on the breeze, lit up by neon lights, like the chorus to a story that I can't rewrite. I find your name in every song tonight. In every song, your name's alive, a tune that keeps me holding on inside. When the day fades low and quiet takes its throne, the streets feel empty though I'm not alone, and broken words lie heavy like rain not yet begun, and the night reveals what daylight never spun. You said you'd stay till morning light, but the clock just laughed and slipped out of sight. Promises made on a fading porch swing, now just splinters where the cold night sings. I'm picking up pieces, sharp and thin, trying to gather where you've been. The stories untold days to come. Lessons carved from a silent drought, finding my way when the lights go out. Built from broken promises, like a house with cracked walls. Each plank a memory, every nail a call. When the lights go out, the real shapes start to show. And I'm standing here, learning what I don't know. So here in the hush, as the night stretches long, I'm picking the pieces, writing my own song. Rays of morning light hit the cracked vinyl seat. Coffee's cooling down, but we're still wide awake. The kitchen clock ticks loud, a reminder of the street where promises were made and some we couldn't keep. Against the doorway, tired eyes and worn boots, I traced the line beside your scar where pain and hope collide. The silence wasn't empty, it was full of all we knew. Battles fought in quiet rooms where louder words died. We danced around the edges, treading water near the fall. Felt the weight of giving in, but something made us stall. And here we are, holding on by a thread. When the night was thick enough to drown us all in dread. Somewhere between the breaking and the breath we keep is the line we walk when we're still here, not asleep. Remember that burnout truck on the county road? We pushed it through moved mud, hands raw but spirits whole. It's funny how those moments patch cracks in our soul, like the songs we played loud to keep the cold at bay. We saw the edge in flashes, the point of no return, but fire in the broken parts refused to burn. And here we are, holding on by a thread. When the night was thick enough to drown us all in dread. Somewhere between the breaking and the breath we keep is the line we walk when we're still here, not asleep. Maybe strength isn't just the loudest war cry, but the quiet acts that let us survive. Scraping knees and ragged hearts that don't deny that even when we stumble, there's a will to try. And here we are, holding on by a thread. When the night was thick enough to drown us all in dread. Somewhere between the breaking and the breath we keep there's life in these lines, and we're still here, still home. Slowly fading light, hold my hand tight. The roads we've walked alone feel alive tonight. Sunburned mornings, coffee on the porch, laughing at the little plans we'd forged. I've bent and broken, but still I stay, just to see your smile at the break of day. Every mile, every trial, I've stayed true. No matter the storms, I'd do it all for you. I'd hitch my heart to every dream and run through every fight at night. I'd do it all for you. Holding on through thick and thin, there's nothing I wouldn't do till every star runs out. I'd do it all for you. Even when the silence grew too loud and the skies turned gray beneath the clouds, I found a fire in your stubborn eyes, lit my way through those long hard nights. No promise too big, no sacrifice too tough. Count me in, I'm in this love enough. I'd hitch my heart to every dream and run through every fight at night. I'd do it all for you. Holding on through thick and thin, there's nothing I wouldn't do till every star runs out. I'd do it all for you. If the world turns its back and the road splits in two, I'm following your light, 'cause it's leading me to you. I'd hitch my heart to every dream and run through every fight at night. I'd do it all for you. Holding on to thick and thin, there's nothing I wouldn't do till every star runs out. I'd do it all for you till every star runs out. I'd do it all for you. It started on a dusty highway beneath a sky so wide and blue. You held my hand, said, "Come on, let's see this through." We took the back roads off the beaten line, with nothing but faith in a bottle of sweet red wine. Your smile was my compass, your laugh the song. I knew right then with you's where I belong. Sometimes the nights got cold and long, but together we found where hearts belong. I'd do it all, cross every mile, face every storm, just to see you smile. No matter the road, no matter how far, I'd chase down every dream, every shining star. Remember that summer by the old county fair, the Ferris wheel spinning, laughter in the air. Your hand in mine, the world stood still. Every little moment a story to fill. And if the sky turns gray someday, I'll hold you close, I'll find a way. I'd do it all, cross every mile, face every storm, just to see you smile. No matter the road, no matter how far, I'd chase down every dream, every shining star. Through the twists and turns, the highs and lows, you're the heart of every story I know. No maps, no plans, just me and you, riding a love that's honest and true. I do it all, cross every mile, face every storm, just to see you smile. No matter the road, no matter how far, I'd chase down every dream, every shining star. So here's my vow in this quiet night, I'd do it all for you and make it right. The night was thick with doubt and gray, fingers frozen in the cold night sway. Every star had lost its place till your eyes lit up the empty space. We were walking roads where no one turns, maps brushed off but the lesson burns. You took my hand, said hold on tight, beneath the sky's reluctant light. And I felt the weight begin to fall, like a distant fire answering the call. In your eyes I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. Paths uncertain, filled with thorny tales, every step soft but your heart prevails. We learn to dream beyond the fight, turning darkest days into brightest light. The silence it began to roll away. With every glance, you showed the way. In your eyes, I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. No need for words, your gaze spoke loud, breaking free like thunder from a cloud. We're sailing out where dreams take flight, in the calm of your steadfast light. In your eyes, I saw morning breaking through, a quiet hope that made the whole world new. When everything changed and the walls came down, your light was the only thing I found. So here we stand, the night has passed. In your eyes, I found home at last. The porch light flickers on the faded wood. You sip your coffee like you always should. TV hums low in the background there, but the air feels heavy like we're not really there. Late night talks with no end in sight, trying to hold on to what's left of the light. Your old boots scuff across the wooden floor. The silence grows louder than it ever did before. We trace the lines of a photograph worn, fingers trembling as we face what we've sworn to fight through the cracks and the cold hard rain. But some breaks run deeper than a simple pain. This is how we love, on the edge of breaking, holding on tight while the glass is shaking. Hearts on a wire, hanging so far apart, trying to stitch together two fractured hearts. Your tired eyes tell a story unspun, words left unsaid crowd around like a gun. We dance on lines that were never drawn straight, playing a game where the losing feels like fate. Maps of mistakes scatter all on the floor. Promises faded, but we search for more. Claws in the dark, gripping what's left of trust. Slowly unraveling, strands turn to dust. aching, holding on tight while the glass is shaking. Hearts on a wire, hanging so far apart, trying to stitch together two fractured hearts. The porch light fades, but the night lingers still. Two souls caught in a space where time stands still. The road was wide, the night was young. We had no place to be. Stars peeled back the velvet sky, just you and me. Back when the fields were golden and time moved slow and sweet, we'd drive down those old dirt lanes with dusty boots and tired feet. Your hand in mine, the radio sang a song only hearts could know. We built a little world right there where nobody else would go. And though the years have rolled along and seasons change the view, there's a place that stays the same, always warm with you. When the world stood still for us, nothing else could break through. Just the fire over rusty old gates, laughing in the porch light, staying up far too late. The way your smile caught the moonlight like it was made to shine. Every second with you was a perfect line in the poem of our time. Though roads have pulled us different ways and plans have rearranged, I carry out dawn in my heart, untouched, unchained. When the world stood still for us, nothing else could break through. Just the fire in our eyes and a sky painted deep blue. We were young, we were fearless, with dreams too big to hold. In that moment forever, we never felt so. Maybe someday, when the days grow long and silence fills the air, I'll find my way back to that time, to the love we shared there. No need for words, no need for signs, just the memory's gentle thrill of when the world stood still for us and still does. If I'm still, when the world stood still for us, nothing else could break through. Just the fire in our eyes and a sky painted deep blue. We were young, we were fearless, with dreams too big to hold. In that moment forever, we never felt so. The road is wide, the night is calm, and I still see you here. When the world stood still for us, every time you're near. The porch light burns low, flickering like a fading fire. Old boards creak beneath the weight of words we never quite said right. We built this place from scratch, nail by nail and dream by dream. But cracks showed up in the walls, tougher than they seemed. I found your silence heavy, like dust between our frames. Loving you was a promise, now it's just playing blame games. Every night we traced the lines that drifted us apart. A little lost in the spaces, a little broke at the start. These splinters of yesterday, they're sharp where we once touched. Love's not just the good times, it's what breaks us just as much. Between the cracks where words fall through and don't reach us at all. What love cost us won't be found, but in the silence of the fall. Your coffee cup still lingers on the counter where you've been. Your scent trapped in the morning air, mixed with regret and sin. I patched the holes with stories, trying to keep the pieces whole. But something slipped beyond repair, deeper in our soul. We held on to the good days, but those fade with every fight. The cracks grew wide and cruel, swallowing our light. These splinters of yesterday, they're sharp where we once touched. Love's not just the good times, it's what breaks us just as much. Between the cracks where words fall through and don't reach us at all. What love cost us won't be found, but in the silence of the fall. If we could gather every shard, mend the floor beneath our feet, would love still breathe between the gaps or just fold in defeat? I'm chasing shadows of a time when you still held my hand, but love's cost is counting out the grains of cracked up sand. These splinters of yesterday, they're sharp where we once touched. Love's not just the good times, it's what breaks us just as much. Between the cracks where words fall through and don't reach us at all. What love cost us won't be found, but in the silence of the fall. Yeah, porch lights dimmed again, and the night's a little colder. What love cost us hides in cracks, deep under tilting boulders. The sun is low behind those hills, with two souls standing real still. A porch light glows as night rolls near, and in your eyes the world feels clear. We met by chance on a crowded street. You smiled, I stumbled on my feet. No flashy signs or grand displays, just quiet moments in the haze. And every laugh, every tear shed built the road where our hearts lay. worn and bent. I bring the porch swing slightly bent. No perfect scenes with roses red, just honest words and tears we've shed. In every storm that comes and goes, it's your hand I won't let go. When we say forever, it's more than just a word. It's the morning coffee shared and the promises unheard, raising glasses in the kitchen light. That's how we love, it feels just right. Through every season, come rain or shine, you and me will walk the line. No need for grand, no need for show. In simple days our love will grow. When we say forever, it's more than just a word. It's the morning coffee shared and the promises unheard, raising glasses in the kitchen light. That's how we love, it feels just right. Two hearts choosing every day, in quiet love we find our way. A light rain tapping on the tin roof. It's a slow Friday night. The fire's crackling low, spreading warmth, a gentle light. I found your old letters beneath the attic dust. Words worn soft by time, but they still hold their trust. You said through every fight, every tear that's shed at two, no matter what goes wrong, I'm still choosing you. And when the world spins fast and roads get rough and long, I find my way back home where your heart beats strong. Storms can roll like thunder, winds can try to break us down, but I keep my feet steady on this hallowed ground. When the sky's turning gray and the night feels cold and blue, through it all, love, I'm still choosing you. Remember the porch swing where we carved our names, laughing at the rain, caught up in old sweet games. Life's thrown its punches, but here's a truth so true. Out of all the paths, I'm still choosing you. No need for perfect days, a sky so crystal clear. I'm held by the promise that you're always near. Storms can roll like thunder, winds can try to break us down, but I keep my feet steady on this hallowed ground. When the sky's turning gray and the night feels cold and blue, through it all, love, I'm still choosing you. Years may come and go, single sunset, I'm still smitten. This heart breaks and mends, but the truth stays true. No matter what comes next, I'm still choosing you. Storms can roll like thunder, winds can try to break us down, but I keep my feet steady on this hallowed ground. When the sky's turning gray and the night feels cold and blue, through it all, I'm still choosing you. Yes, through all the changes, through whatever comes through, one thing won't ever change. I'm still choosing you. Flickers on the old front porch, smoke rolls from the dying embers, telling tales of what we lost, carved in wood and weathered timbers. We built a fire in the clearing, underneath that cobalt sky, shared our secrets, hopes, and fears. Never thought we'd say goodbye, but flames can turn to wild and mean, burn the bridges yet unseen. Ashes never lie, they tell the truth of nights that burn too bright, of ripped up roots. Through the fire we walked, and through the pain, hearts still carry stories in the falling rain. I see your boots by the doorway, dusty trails you chose to roam, memories like cracked leather, hard to hold, hard to call home. Besides the smoke, there's still a spark, flickering faintly in the dark. Ashes never lie, they forever.